let's get into. I'm going to get to the power rankings now. Okay. And I don't want to spend too much time on the top five because we've already done quite a bit on that. But to me, the title tier that can win the ACC championship this year it's Louisville and Duke. And if you want to throw it Virginia, any of these other teams in there, I'll listen to it. But it's either Louisville or Duke. I would go Louisville then Duke. I will hear an argument for Duke and then Louisville, but I think it's those top two. And whatever order you have them in, you have them in. They're both to me borderline top five teams that can win a national championship.
Okay.
I agree with all that.
The contenders, the next tier for me would be Virginia, NC State, and North Carolina. And I think those three teams are all capable of being in the top 25 all year long, are all capable of winning a game in the tournament. And with the two schools from Carolina, I would say both of them are capable of getting to the second weekend.
Throw Virginia Tech in there.
Wow.
Interesting. Wow. You think they're that good?
It's not just that they're that good. It's that they're that good with Mike Young.
Yep. So I have the next tier for me are tournament or teams that I think are good enough to be favored.
Yes.
Like it's more likely than not that they get into the tournament. I have Clemson, Virginia Tech, Syracuse, and Miami in that tier. I think they get 8 out of 9. I think there's 8 teams in the tournament.
You are disrespecting the ponies.
That's where you're disrespecting.
You are disrespecting
the Mustangs. I think SMU gets in.
SMU.
Talk me into
it.
No,
I almost put SMU in tier 2. They might be the best in tier 3.
Okay, talk to me. Talk me into it, Fana.
Okay, Boopy Miller, Jerron Pierre, Corey Washington. They've got a perimeter that can be able to do a lot of different things.
And B.J. Edwards might be the best guard defender in the conference.
Was just going to bring him up. Like, they've got B.J. Edwards. They've got Jermaine O'Neal Jr., but if you look at their front court, okay, Yugotoglu, that kid's a player. And I think that he's going to be able to come into this league, be physical, and get it done. I know Sam Walters doesn't have this, this rich resume and stuff, but that's another guy who has been in a lot of big games and should be able to fit the bill for what they're looking for at the 4. They don't need him to have the ball in his hands to impact the game. Boopy Miller is a star. He's a star, and they know that he's steering that ship. I think they've got the right pieces around him. Andy Enfield's a good coach. They are the best example of a team that's got to win some non-conference games to validate their status, because if they do, I think they're going to win enough league games. I'm not concerned about them in league. I'm concerned about them. They got that stretch of Mississippi State, Vanderbilt. They got a couple of really, I've got the schedule right here. They've got Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, A&M in Arlington, and LSU. You got to beat LSU. You can't fall victim at Miss State and at Vandy, SMU. You got to be able to win one of those two games. A&M, throw the ball up. We'll see. Man, does SMU, their season is hinging on the start of conference play. Listen to this. Jan 3rd, home to Carolina. Jan 7, at Clemson. Jan 10, at Duke. Yep. Jan 14, Virginia Tech. Jan 17, Virginia. If they can get through that in the start of January and be afloat with a couple of non-conference wins, that team is going to come out and they're going to find a way to dance. I like their makeup, and I think Andy is one of the more underrated coaches. If he could get USC going to dances, he can get SMU going to dances. The Mustangs have talent, Terrence.
Jerron Pierre and Corey Washington too. This was a guy at Wichita State that I went and did a game, and I had some NBA franchises call me and be like, "What'd you think about him?" Not as a first round pick, but a late second guy who boards, plays hard, plays with your summer league kind of deal. I like the mental makeup of this group. Like, this is a tough bunch of kids. I think you throw SMU in that tournament group. What's your next tier, just out of curiosity?
So the teams that can make a tournament, but I think it's more likely they end up on the wrong side of the bubble.
Put Clemson in that group.
Okay. So you would have
in that group. So move Clemson down into that group. They can make the tournament. I think they're bubbly. Maybe on the wrong side of it.
So I would have in that tier for me was Wake Forest, SMU, Georgia Tech. You take those 7 combined, it's Syracuse, Virginia Tech, Miami, Clemson, Wake Forest, SMU, Georgia Tech. I think the SEC needs
You think
3 or
NC State?
4
ACC.
Hold on. Where did you have where do you have NC State?
with the content, like in the top 5.
Okay,
So there's 5 teams that I think are going to dance without a doubt, and then that group of 7, I think you need 3 or 4 out of there. Clemson, Syracuse, Virginia Tech, Miami, Wake Forest, SMU, Georgia Tech.
I would say Virginia Tech, SMU.
yeah, Virginia Tech, SMU, they're both making the tournament.
But here's the thing. Wait a minute.
I think
though.
Miami,
You gotta,
into
I think
the
Miami
bubbly
and
ring.
Cuse can both make it too. I'm not
But
sold
you
on
gotta
SMU
win
guys.
games.
I'll be honest. Like I don't know if they have enough up front, and I don't know if they have the depth.
Who?
They got like 8 freshmen that are going to be
who?
SMU. I like their guards. I don't know if I trust their front court, but
Here's the other thing, though, man. The tournament hasn't expanded to 76. So if you're sending 9 teams to the tournament, you better. Where are the bids coming from? That means the SEC is taking a big step back. That means that the Big Ten is not getting as many teams as they've had. And that means that the Big East is only getting 3 or 4. If all those things happen, then you're going to get 8 or 9. But that, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to get 8, I would set the bar at 8. 9 seems a little.
I'm at 8.
9 seems ambitious to me, but I would say the tournament has not expanded yet. It's going to expand. Rob's ready. Yeah, I mean it's going to happen now.
yeah, way to snitch.
Way to will that into existence.
Way to snitch.
You said you fired me. I figured I'd go out guns blazing.
You jerk.
you let everyone know what our burner is. Just don't let Goodman have access to that account. All right, the last 6 teams, because we got to mention everybody on these podcasts, these season previews. If you don't mention everyone, you get yelled at by fans nonstop. It's very frustrating. I'm putting the rest in alphabetical order so no one can get mad at me about where they're ranked. Okay, Boston College, Cal, Florida State, Notre Dame, Pitt, and Stanford. I think Notre Dame's got a chance, and I buy into Micah Shrewsbury's coaching, but got to stay healthy, got to prove it. Pitt, they're missing. I don't think Deshaun Jackson is going to play this year, and I don't know if I necessarily trust everything else. I'll tell you guys why after. I don't think I can't say it publicly.
It's Jamie Shaw already broke it.
It's out there. Okay.
If you're curious about it, go look at his tweets.
Yeah, it's.
Too bad.
The rest of those, I don't know. Is there anything about those 6 teams that people should be excited about to you?
The only teams that I don't see making the tournament, no matter how good it goes, are Boston College and Florida State.
Right.
Wake Forest. People are on Steve like he's won 20 games the last 3 years. Like, whatever hot seat people are talking about, take him off. Like, do you remember what Wake Forest came from? Like, we've got stories. We've got stories. Georgia Tech, I've heard, is going to be tough. They love their team down there. They have a kid named Muhammad Silla, who's a top 15, top 20-ish player. Kai Fleming is really, really good. Jaden Mustaf returns. Kawasi Reeves is finally healthy. If he's interested in playing basketball, to be determined. I'm just saying he doesn't seem all that interested in playing basketball. I hope, and he's coming to media day. I'm actually going to ask him about it. Hey, dude, do you like basketball? Because if you don't, you shouldn't be taking a seat of somebody else there. He's gone on study abroad trips while everybody else is working out. He's quick.
Keep going.
He's quick to sit, all that. So, but he's a former McDonald's All-American. He's a COVID McDonald's All-American, Fanta. It's time to put up or shut up. And I'm liking to shut up.
But you want the best for him, right?
I want the best for him. I want the best for him. But all those tools and everything, we're like, dude, where's it at? Okay, so anyway, so Cam Kraft comes, had some shooting. That team's going to be okay. Cal's interesting. Have you guys looked at that lineup? They're interesting.
I'm looking at it now. Let me take another look at it.
That's like
interesting in what way? Day-Day Ames and Justin Pippen?
No, Day-Day Ames, good setup guy. They were dead last in three-point shooting last year. They had Chris Bell, who was the best shooter in conference play last year. He shot like 44% from 3. And then John Camden shot north of 45%. He took some bad ones at Delaware. Milos Illich from Loyola, Maryland. Go watch his film. That's fun.
It's a big level up, though, right?
It is. It's a huge level up. But Loyola, Maryland, at the same time, like they've had guys get drafted now. So like especially in the front court, like just go watch.
Do you know who the best player to ever come through Loyola, Maryland is?
It's the Spanish guy. He's playing for the Grizzlies now.
Nope. Fake news. He is playing for the Grizzlies. It's not a Spanish guy. He's in fact the opposite of Spanish.
What is he?
He is a national champion.
Cam Spencer.
Cam Spencer. Put some respect on Cam Spencer's name, T.O.
Well,
unbelievable.
His teammate with the Grizzlies is the best player to ever play at that school at that time.
I'm going to tell Cam Spencer you said that, and he's going to come over there and he's going to fight you.
What the guy's name? He played for a Spanish national team. He's like 6'11", shoots it.
I'm blanking on it.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
If you told me who it was, what the fuck?
Cal's interesting. Stanford's huge and interesting if they can improve their percentages. There's interest there. The only teams that I'm just like, God, just please don't bottom out and beat somebody in February is Florida State and Boston College. Everybody else I could see having success.
Santi Aldama.
That's it. That's him.
Yep.
I think of the teams you just listed, I actually am going to go with Wake Forest because
they could be good.
Nate Calmes from Washington State was a guy who averaged around 15, 16 a game. Makai Masons can be a double-figure scorer. And Miles Colvin, like maybe a change in destination will allow him to, one, get more. He's going to get the ball more.
Yeah, touch the ball.
He's going to touch the ball. I mean, you're just not going to, like, there's just some players who they're never going to find the best version of themselves at a heavyweight program because they're not good enough on that team to get on the floor and have a role carved out for them. And the writing's on the wall. So, like, now you change destinations.
Wake Forest isn't a big-time program fan?
What's that?
You said you just aren't going to be able to carve out a role with a big-time program. Wake Forest isn't a big-time program?
No.
It's different than Purdue, though.
Like, it's different.
Yeah.
These are different. No, I think Wake Forest.
I was just setting you up to get a phone call from Forbes.
I think Wake Forest is a good program. Purdue has been one of the very, very best programs in the country, and I think for Miles Colvin's sake, he can benefit from going to Wake Forest.
I agree with you 100%.
I'm talking Wake Forest up here.
Yeah,
this is quite the contrast.
I gotta
Cooper Schweiger.
I think Notre Dame has caught really bad injury bug, and I think that the Irish can turn a corner this year.
I gotta see it
I don't mean this just to Notre Dame. I mean this as a whole. How good can your team really be if your best player is 5'9"?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah,
we'll find out. T.O.
But they brought Jalen Harrelson as a good player.
Juke Harris.
What I do know is I got a 5-month-old that's ready for me, so I got to run in a second.
Yeah, okay. Juke Harris, T.O. Juke Harris.
Good. Leaky Black with a jump shot, hopefully.
There you go. All right.
Same build.
Player of the year. I got Cam Boozer, preseason player of the year. Cam Boozer, preseason freshman of the year. It's very hard for me to go with anyone from Louisville because I think it's going to be more by committee than anything else. Preseason coach of the year, I went with Ryan Odom. Preseason transfer of the year, I went with your boy Darren Williams, who I think is going to be a star. Bold prediction. Fanta, give me one bold prediction.
NC State to the Sweet 16 in year one of Will Wade.
Nice. Like it. T.O.
Three teams to the second weekend, 8 teams get in the dance.
8 teams in the dance.
Bold. Duke and Louisville are 2 of the 3.
Well, I guess I'll go.
It's 3 8 teams. I like that percentages. Yeah. Well, I like those percentages.
Okay.
Give us a negative one. Doster. See what you can come up with.
You guys, your hype train about SMU is gonna be incorrect.
Screw you.
Bold, real bold prediction. I think Louisville is going to be playing for a national championship in Indianapolis. I think they're going to be.
All right.
I think they're going to be that good. Listen, this has been the DTF podcast. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow and Wednesday for all of our ACC Media Day coverage. And once you get tired of that, once you get tired of hearing T.O.'s voice over and over and over and over and over again, go check out Peacock and NBC for your boy John Fanta at Big Ten Media Day. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Fanta, go take care of your son.